Today we're going to be talking about thermal optics and why you need them. What's up, Wolverines? My name is John Crump and we're coming to you from my back porch, and today we're going to be talking about optics. This is a new series that I'm doing, and this is kind of like a gear review type thing, and we're going to kick this off with thermal optics because I think thermal optics is something everyone should have in their tool bag. In fact, I got a couple right here, but this one is the one we're going to be talking about today. This is the RIX Optics K2 Pocket, and it is lightweight and can fit into your pocket. Therefore, that's why it's called the Pocket. The K2 was provided to me free of cost by RIX Optics, but they don't get to see the video and they don't have any input, and I'm going to keep it real with you and tell you what I think of it. I've had thermal optics before. In fact, I have my AGM optic right here. This is a little bit cheaper, but there is some drawbacks with this that the K2 does not have. We're going to be talking about all that right now. Now let's go over the K2 specs, then we're going to get into some footage of me actually using the thermal imager. The resolution is 256 by 192. That doesn't seem like a lot, but you have to remember this is a thermal optic. It is not a video camera. Video camera has much higher resolution, but with thermals, you don't get that high resolution. The sensor also has a 50 hertz frame rate, which is not too bad. Your usual TVs have a frame rate of around 60 hertz, so 50 hertz is not bad at all. The objective lens is a 9mm objective lens, which is pretty good. It has a 1.7 optical zoom, and its digital zoom is up to 4 times. The field of view is 19.4 degrees at 100 yards. For me, that is fine. You're not going to see very many thermal optics with a greater field of view than that. It's just the limit of the technology that you have to limit the field of view. Rick says it has a range of 468 meters, which equates to around 512 yards. That is true, but you do lose a lot of quality at that range. Above 175 yards or so, the quality drops significantly. So even though you can detect objects way out there, it's almost impossible to tell what they are. But if you're within 175 yards, 150 yards, it will work perfectly for you. In here, it has an OLED screen, and the resolution is 800 by 600, which doesn't seem too high, but if you see the size of the screen, you really don't need high resolution. It really wouldn't help you out at all. And it outputs to 800 by 600, which is less than HD, but once again, it is a thermal optic and you don't need HD. If you were transmitting out HD, you would be looking at several thousands of dollars more than the price tag of $499 that this costs. This right here is another optic. The quality isn't as good and it's around half the price. So I would say still go with the K2, which is a good value for $499. Now let's go ahead and talk about the battery. One advantage that the K2 has over this is it has a removable battery. It's an 18650 battery that is 3200 milliamps, which will give you around 7 hours of usage time, which is pretty good. And since it's removable, you can buy extras. In fact, RIX sells extras on their websites, but you don't have to go to the website to buy extra. You can actually get it from Amazon or anywhere you want to shop. It also comes with a charger, and you can actually buy aftermarket chargers that hold more than one battery. So when you go out, you can stock up on batteries and have plenty of juice for whatever you're doing. It has an IP67 rating. What that means is that it is dust proof and water resistant. You can submerge this in water up to 1 meter for 30 minutes before it actually has any damage. One of the other features I like about this is the built-in lens cap. The lens cap is right there. You just slide it down or you can slide it up. With this one, it does have a lens cap, but it's attached and it just flops all around. I do prefer the built-in lens cap. It's a little thing, but it's something that I really, really like. To adjust the view of the screen, You have the little knob right here, and you can adjust it to your liking to get a crisp image. There's also an app that connects to your phone. It connects to your phone via Wi-Fi. You might be asking why Wi-Fi and not Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a lot slower than Wi-Fi, especially when it comes to transmitting images. So Wi-Fi is the way to go. Although I would like to see some type of Bluetooth controls, but I will settle for the Wi-Fi at this price point. It films in MP4 or takes pictures in JPEGs. You have 4 different modes on this. The first one is black hot, where hot objects show up black. That is my least favorite of them all. You also have white hot, where objects show up white, which is probably my second favorite. My favorite by far is color. The color actually stands out and it looks like something from a movie. The fourth setting is red hot, where everything that is hot glows red. The color setting makes me feel like I'm the Predator from the Predator movie. He used thermal and sol and color, and that's why I like the color. Hey, sue me, I'm a geek. You can control all the settings from the built-in menus, which is really helpful. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to scrolling through and changing settings, but you can change it. One of the interesting things about the settings is there is one for rain and one for if it's not raining. So if it's raining, it might screw with your thermal imaging a little bit, but there's built-in stuff to the software that actually alleviates that pretty well, which is good because you never know when it's going to rain when you need your thermals. The digital zoom works really well, although I really wish they would do it a little bit more granularly so you can zoom in just the amount that you need instead of having these hard stops on the zoom. I think that would be very, very helpful. My other complaint is that it only has 8 gigabytes of storage, which isn't too bad considering you're shooting at 800 by 600 resolution. But I would like to either see more or maybe a micro SD card slot. I think that would increase the value of this significantly. But it is a good value at $4.99 anyway. Now, what is the use case scenarios for a thermal? There is a bunch. If you are a hunter and you hunt stuff like coyote, it is very helpful to have a thermal. If you're hunting hogs, that's another good use case for a thermal. Or if you're like me and you like to go out hiking and camping a lot at night, this is great. You can see what's around you. You can see the animals. You can see anything that you need to see. And it actually works pretty damn well in the woods. Thermal has come down in price in recent years, and that is a good thing. It is to the point right now that there's hardly any excuse not to have a pocket thermal. I really like this. I think RIX Optics has done a fantastic job on the K2. There's also an upgraded model called the K3, which I have not had a chance to check out, but maybe I will. All right, guys, that's it. If you like these gear review videos, it's something new, something different on my channel, I would appreciate if you let me know. I like doing gear review, and I'm trying to get back to my roots a little bit by doing these videos every now and then. I won't be doing them too often, but every now and then you will see a gear review video, and it will be for something that I actually like and use and not junk. All right, guys, that's it. So stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight. If you like what I do here, go ahead, sub, and like the video. I would appreciate it very, very much. And with that, I am out of here. Wolverines MFers.